Welcome back to the WPT Borgata Poker Open. I'm BJ Nemeth.
And I'm Jeanine Deeb. And our final table is set for tomorrow. We have our final 6. We played from 27, and we have a really good final table lined up for tomorrow.
Right, but before we introduce you to those players, let's take a few seconds to talk about some of the players who didn't make it quite that far.
Yes, we had 2 women when we started today, but neither one of them is in the final 6. We had Helen Ellis, who actually went out in 24th place, and Jamie Kersetter, who I think everyone who's local was rooting for. She went out in 12th place, so...
She would have had a huge rail offense here in
Yes.
4 if she made it to the final table. At 10 players left, they combined to a single table as they usually do, and as we got down to 8 players, we had 2 horrific beats to send the last 2 players to the rail. With 8 players remaining, Jeff Williams and Tyler Patterson got it all in with nearly identical stacks. Both of them had ace-queen offsuit. Looked like a chop until 4 clubs hit the board. Patterson had the ace of clubs. He doubled up, crippled Williams down to a single big blind. Williams busted 2 hands later. I mean, that's just, you never want to see anybody go out like that.
No.
I was excited to see Jeff Williams play in this event. I haven't gotten to see him play much in recent years, and he impressed me even more than he did several years ago. I hope he plays more events because I think we'll be seeing him at a WPT final table soon.
I hope so. Speaking of identical stacks, though, we had Ophir Moore and Matt Brady who got into a hand. It was jacks versus 9s. Matt Brady had jacks, and unfortunately, Ophir hit a 9 on the flop, and Matt Brady was out in 7th,
Right.
which was really unfortunate because Matt is one of the best guys in poker.
He is.
Everyone was rooting for him, and it was really unfortunate. I mean, he hasn't had a WPT final table.
Unless your name is Ophir Moore, and then it's actually
Then
quite
it's excellent.
fortunate.
Yes, then it's excellent. But for all the locals, most of the guys around here, they were all on the rails, sweating Matt, really pushing for him to get to the
Right.
final
Again,
table.
you hate to see anybody go out that close on a
Yeah,
bad
I
beat.
know.
All right, so now we've got the final 6. We'll introduce you to them real quickly with their chip counts. Chip leader Matthew Burnitz has 9 million in chips. David Diaz, 7.1. Steve Brecker, 5.7. Tyler Patterson, 5.2. Ben Hamnet, 4.7. And Ophir Moore, 3.6. Now, we did our Rochambeau before we recorded the video, and I won, which somehow shocked Jeanine.
Because I've won all our other ones.
Yeah, she thinks winning 2 in a row is a DiMaggio-like
It's
hitting
a good
streak.
start. Usually going into a competition, if someone has the wins going into it, they're more
Past
successful
results
in
are
the
not
end.
indicative of future performance. Anyway, I had the first pick, and though I don't always follow the chip counts in these, I did choose chip leader Matthew Burnitz. 9 million is a lot of chips in this case, and he admitted himself this is the biggest tournament of his life. He said every player at the table is just played incredibly well, and I think he is going to be a little nervous at the start of play tomorrow, but he has enough chips to weather that, and I think he'll find his groove. He's not a total rookie. He has 9 cashes in the past year, East Coast tournaments. His biggest cash in the past year was the 2nd place here at Borgata in a 1K, and I think he can do it. I think he can pull this out. Matthew Burnitz, my number 1 pick.
All right, well, my number 1 pick is David Diaz, lefty. He is my first pick because, first of all, he's a cash game player. I always go for the cash game players. I just feel like
That is true.
they're much more of a controlled style. But he actually has 42 cashes in the last 4 years in tournaments, so he obviously knows what he's doing at a final table or in a tournament, and he has really good results overall. He has a WSOP bracelet, so I'm taking him for my first pick, David Diaz.
All right, well, the 3rd pick overall, this one's kind of easy. I'm going Steve Brecker. He is a WPT champion. He won the WPT Bay 101 Shooting Star back in 2009. This is, I believe, his 16th WPT cash. He has over 2.5 million in career tournament earnings. He's a tournament pro. He doesn't mess around with your cash games, but he's proven he can close out a WPT event. He can do it again. And like me, he kind of nitpicks grammar and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
Steve Brecker, he's a natural fit for my team.
Well, he's, one of our more old school Champions Club members,
There you
and
go.
I'm going for the young guns who, they just have a different style of play.
Such as?
Well, they're more aggressive, and they just get the job done. I mean,
No, I meant who's your next pick?
Yeah,
Such
I'm
as.
getting there. Tyler Patterson is my 2nd pick. Tyler Patterson is a Feenley man, aka Ram Chops, which is a good nickname. He's really good friends with Savage, which I should probably avoid picking him just because
Savage.
he hangs out with Matt Savage, our tournament director.
Right.
I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, especially because he donates money to him, and golf tournaments. Like, come on, Tyler. Anyways.
You're gonna get to the poker at some point in all of this?
Yes. He is a cash game player, but he also did really well here. He has good results here in the past. And this trip, he actually got fourth in a 6 max event on day 1A of this main event. Theo Tran ended up winning it, but he's done well, and he's
so he's on a little bit of a hot streak.
Right, he is, and he has good results here in the past in general. So I'm going with Tyler Patterson.
All right, 2 players left. I'm picking Ben Hamnet. I know Ben from, not personally, but I know him as covering him as a reporter. He nearly made the final table at Bay 101 2 years ago. He ended up finishing 11th. Got to cover him there, got to cover him here. Solid player, 5 WSOP caches, and online he's a Supernova Elite. And at this point, you know, let's face it, the online players with a lot of experience. Yes, but it gives a lot of experience in shorthanded situations like this, and I think that plays to his favor. So Ben Hamnet rounds out my team.
All right, well, my third pick is Ophir Moore. He was here in season 9. He only has 2 WPT caches, and both of them are Borgata Poker Open, season 8 and season 9. So he knows what he's doing. I think he's pretty comfortable. He is the short stack, but I have confidence in the short stack. Chip in a chair, it's all it takes.
And when you say he was here before, you mean here at a Borgata final table, a WPT final table.
That's what I said.
Well,
season
just
9.
saying here could mean he's behind us in the room.
Anyways, yes, Ophir Moore was here in season 9, cash in season 8 as well.
Here being the final table. Yes, that's all. So
He's
anyway,
just jealous because mine is the dream team and his isn't, and he had first pick.
all right, we're gonna wrap this up and tell you what we are playing for.
Yeah. Well,
go
if
first.
I win, BJ gets to sport a sweet T-shirt with my face on it that's got whoop whoop in it with thumbs up on a day 1 in Jacksonville.
All right, the next stop that we'll be at will be WPT Jacksonville.
It's an on-TV, but it's live streaming, and don't worry, we'll get plenty of footage for you guys to see with my sweet T-shirt.
That'll be early November. Now, if I win, in honor of us being in New Jersey right now, Jeanine at the same tournament will have to dress up like Snooki from Jersey Shore with the hair and the hairspray and the, I'm not too knowledgeable about Jersey Shore, but
He's lying to you, he loves Snooki.
whatever. I think I'll know it when I see it, and if you don't do it right, then you'll have to redo it on day 1B.
Okay, well, he was trying to avoid neon colors, so if I don't think the T-shirt's appropriate enough, we'll make sure that he's sporting a neon green T-shirt with my face on it on a day 1B.
All right, and on that note, I think we close this sucker out.
I think so. We will be back at 3:30 p.m. and it is an hour delay on the live stream. So 4:30 we'll be up in WPT live stream. You can check it on the website, or you can follow all the updates on WPT live updates.
Right. The live updates in Twitter start at 3:30, so if you're following the stream, you may want to.
And if you don't want any
Not pay
spoiler
attention.
alerts, avoid our Twitter.
Yes.
See you guys tomorrow.